Hello, beautiful people. My name is Amanda Zitto. If you are new here, I make motorcycle travel vlogs, how-tos, and general encouragement for you to get out and do the thing. Happy New Year, everybody. And what a better way to celebrate the new year and new adventures than to go over a few of my lessons from last year's adventures. Let's start things off right with the age-old reminder that when you set up your tent for the night, always treat it like it's going to rain, whether you think it will or not. That means staking out the rainfly always, and making sure that anything you wouldn't want to be wet isn't outside of your tent or not in a waterproof bag. I know I said this when I came back from flight of the Magpie, but I seem to have not learned it yet. While I was at Overland Expo, it rained, and I thought I had done a good enough job getting everything tied down, but one of my vestibules came undone and water pooled under my tent, and well, long story short, I'm overdue to re-waterproof my tent's bathtub, and my sleeping pad got a bit wet. You can rest assured that I will be re-waterproofing that bathtub before my next cross-country trip. Just another reminder that you should choose your travel companions carefully. Also a reminder that if you're traveling with someone for the first time, maybe give them a heads up before the trip about important information like what pace you ride at on and off-road, what your experience level is with long trips and not just weekend ones, or if you're not comfortable traveling alone in case plans change. That's important information that your travel partners would like to be privy to before they agree to go on a trip with you. Being as transparent as possible with your riding companions before a trip happens can really help prevent stressors and irritants on the trip that could sour it for other participants. It's just as important to be mindful of how we want our experience of the trip to be as we should be mindful of other people's experiences of the same trip, especially if you plan to be traveling together. Everything is a compromise, you guys. The people who make fun of me for having so much stuff on the bike are also normally the people who ask me for things because they're not prepared. At almost every event in 2021 that I attended, someone had to comment about how much stuff was on my bike. The same people who say those things to me are also the people who talk about how they froze their butt off overnight, either because they didn't pack a warm enough sleeping bag, or they popped a hole in their sleeping pad and they had no way to patch it, or all they brought was cotton t-shirts and jeans and a hoodie and no other way to layer up when it inevitably got cold at night. A few other things that I heard and also assisted people with was a first aid kit, basic tools, chain lube, electrolytes, 1 to 2 backup straps for luggage, water storage, water filtration, earplugs. Oh, and a lighter, believe it or not. Don't make fun of the prepared, especially if you're going to have to ask them for things later. Always take the time and just do the chore, even if it seems like there isn't time. Like laundry. You forget how good clean clothes feel until you finally stop at a laundromat and get to change into clean base layers. It's a serious mood booster. And what was that old saying? The journey is just as mental as it is physical. You should also do your best to stop and take care of the things that are bothering you sooner than later. Even if you're just going for a day ride, you should be prepared with lots of water and electrolytes and snacks. While my brother and I were in South Dakota for the Revzilla Get on ADV Fest, we got caught up in the rush and left camp without a lot of the things we would normally keep on hand on longer trips. I had a water bottle with me and electrolytes, but no snacks. Thanks to Chris, I was able to keep my blood sugar level up. However, my brother ran out of water halfway through the ride and was overheating from slogging through all the mud. It was hard work, you guys. I handed over the rest of my water and electrolyte tab to help him out, and he was feeling better by the end of it. But it was just a reminder that even if you're just going for a day ride, you need to pack the essentials. I hope that you guys got something out of today's video and that you enjoyed it. Make sure that you hit the like and subscribe button if you did. Huge shout out to my patrons on Patreon that make all of these videos possible. Thank you so much for all of your support and your patience with me over this holiday break. Question for my end screen crew. If you could pick just 1 or 2 lessons that you learned from your adventures last year, what would they be? I'll see you guys later.